Hey guys, how's it going? It's X666, X Iron Maiden. This is a little bit of a different video. It's not a reaction, but I wanted to talk a bit about the Japanese scene and reacting to it. I've reacted to Bandmaid, Hemophila, Love Bites, and rarely I have any real major critiques of any kind or anything, but every once in a while I'll say something, and keeping in mind this is my reaction channel, I always state that it's just my opinion. I sometimes remind everybody that this is my first time reaction to a song that you're watching, so I've never heard the song before. A lot of people have a tendency to forget that they've heard the song about 1,000 times for those big fans of the songs, and have picked it apart to the point where they know everything going on and have heard it multiple times and had time to process everything and really understand the song. And we're talking about this because I did Bandmaid's Daydreaming in the video. I specifically said I wasn't a huge fan of the solo. I don't know, it just at that moment where, again, first time hearing it, it just felt like the solo kind of like built up really quickly for like a ballad type song, and it just felt like it was a little out of place. That's what I said, and I said, like it's just my opinion and whatever. So I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever, and put up the video. And then I figured some people were gonna say, oh, disagree and all that. Like, obviously I always get those, like, oh, I disagree with what you said, but that's fine, like, it's your opinion. But then one thing I'm noticing with these groups, and I'm gonna be nice enough, but it's kind of annoying, we're gonna start off by saying that, is that people are so in love with these bands that it's to the point where I want to use the word cult following for certain people. Not everyone, just for certain people. Because even though it's just what my ears heard on a first listen, they took that personal, as if they were the band and the band was super upset. So I was super respectful in the way that I critiqued it, in my opinion. And yet I still got a bunch of comments, actually, not just like one or two. There was like 4 or 5 that were like borderline well, they were disrespectful. Some of them, even just the way they word it, and were super disrespectful about it. They're like, you don't know what you're talking about. You say you respectfully do this. Well, I'm rudely telling you you're wrong. Basically, like, some people just straight out telling me they're being rude about it. Like, I'm okay. That's uncalled for. It is uncalled for, and I will tell you that in a reply in a comment, because I look at all my comments. I don't always respond to all of them, because if I just don't always have the time. There's a lot of comments. But I will respond to those and remind you that this is my channel, and it's my opinion on a first-time listen. Now, a bunch of people were super polite, and I want to talk about that here too, because I don't want to make it seem like it's everyone. Most of you were super polite. I disagreed. Most of you said to, listen to the song again on your own time. A lot of you thought it was because I paused that it ruined the moment, but truthfully, I'm at the point where I've been doing this long enough to pause. It doesn't ruin anything for me. Like, it's weird to explain it, but doing this the way I've been doing this for this long, you just kind of get used to pausing, and it doesn't really affect how I hear a song like it was at the start. And then that first little while I did it, like, it doesn't feel like I paused. I still feel like I'm continuing on from where I was, especially going back 5 seconds before I hit play again. Really helps with that. That isn't why I said what I was, but I did listen to the song again, and it did sit with me better than what it did, especially with explanations from other people, which, by the way, I wouldn't know because I don't know the band that well, in case you guys were forgetting, which is another point I'm putting towards people who are being rude, is that I don't know all the facts about the band. I don't know what the song is about. Where I mentioned, like, the lyrics aren't available on this in English on this video. Some people said I could open them up elsewhere. I've explained why I don't do that in the past, because then I have to open up lyrics somewhere else, and I'm not paying enough attention to the art that they're putting in front of me by their music video, and I don't pay attention to the music as well when I'm looking away from the screen trying to read lyrics and trying to watch the video at the same time. That's why I don't do that. That's why it's nice when there's subtitles on the video. I didn't have any there, so I just go without. So the context of the way that solo is put together was explained to me by a few people who were really nice and explained like, oh, try listening to it again with this in mind, and I did, and I enjoyed it more than what I did before. And then it fit the song. A lot of you said it was your favorite solo by them. It probably still isn't my favorite solo I've heard by them, but it's definitely not as bad as on my first listen. And I felt like I need to make this video because I don't think it's going to be the last time I'm going to have a critique about bands like MAID. I'm sure I'm going to finally have one about Nemo Philo, and I keep going. Same thing with Love Bites. And I'm specifically naming these bands because these are the only bands I check out that has a very big following that's as dedicated as they are, which the bands are great to have. Like, it's good to have that, but some of you are pushing it too far. You don't need to do that. I try to be polite on every way possible on this channel, and when I'm being polite and you come at me rude, I'm going to answer back rudely. And I'm going to be definitely, if you decide you want to keep going, you just get blocked from my channel. It's simple as that. It's my channel. You tell me you're going to leave because you don't agree with me, fine, leave. Some of you seem to think that if I lose a few viewers, it's going to make a big difference. It doesn't. Because it's not about the amount of subscribers and viewers I have, it's about the musical journey. I've already explained that a bunch of times. So, just wanted to make this video to be super clear in the future that I don't care if you think I was being rude. Because I probably wasn't. I probably stood it in the most respectful way possible every single time. I try to never be rude when I'm critiquing because I don't believe that I need to be, because if I don't like something, it just means that my ears didn't like it. It doesn't mean that it's terrible. I've gone over this many times. It's something that people forget about nowadays in this day and age. It's a lot of people like to instantly say something they don't like is trash instead of saying, "Oh, I just don't like this, but I can see how some other people might like this," kind of thing. So that's all I wanted to say in this video. Hopefully that's good enough for those people that decide they want to be rude. I'm not naming anyone specifically. You guys know who you are if you watch this from that last video, and give you guys an update, because I did want to tell you guys, for those of you that did say to re-listen to it and might enjoy the solo more, I wanted to give you guys that update, and I thought this was the best way to do it as well. So I will see you guys on the next reaction video, and just please be nice. There's no need to be rude. That's all I'm saying. All of you that were super kind and I basically said I disagree and explained why. All to you guys. Love you guys for being kind, because that's what we try to do here on this channel. I'm not the kind of channel where I just let toxic stuff happen, because that's not what we do here. We're here on a musical journey, enjoying music, and that's what it's about. So I'll catch you guys on the next reaction video. For now, you guys have a good one.